Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Today I want to discuss getting ready for surgery. It's, oh my God, the stress. It could be a simple operation, sort of cataracts, to more complex. Like for me, the most complex one I had, I guess, was my kidney being removed. And I just went into this, blah, 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 blah. But the first thing you need to know is what the blood sugar of the day is. And we'll insert it here. As you can see, the blood sugar for today so far has been pretty stable, around 6.5. And that is awesome for me because usually breakfast I take off, but we'll discuss that a little bit later in upcoming videos. Today, I want to discuss surgery and diet or type 1 diabetes. First of all, I am not a doctor. I have no medical experience. The only experience I have is taking my pre-op and doing stuff, and I added stuff, and it was a mess. So this is hopefully what I'm going to pass on to you, is any mistakes I made so you don't have to go through and make it. Now, the first surgery I had was I had something to be taken off my back. And I went to the doctor. He said, well, we should just have you come in for day surgery. I went in for the day surgery. I got checked up and everything. And I was told not to eat after midnight. First rule of thumb is if you work nights, take the day off before surgery. It's already going to be stress in your body. But I worked the graveyard beforehand and then showed up at the hospital. Second rule of thumb is speak to your doctor. You're going to speak to your anesthesiologist. But day surgery, it's usually, hi, how are you? Okay, we're ready to go. Your family doctor and your diabetes doctor and the surgeon. Find out how much insulin are you supposed to take. I had read, excuse me for a sec. Oh, sorry. I had read that when you're ill or go surgery or whatever, don't stop taking your insulin. So on the day of surgery, I took my insulin. The hospital was in sight from where I worked, so I just got on a bus, went there, checked in, laid down, and they started checking out. The lab came and did blood tests. And the next thing I know, the nurse says, you're low. And they changed my IV, and I started getting dextrose. And later, in passing, I saw the anesthesiologist, he came up and said, "Are you feeling better?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, you were a little low." And I said, "Well, yeah, that could be. I took my insulin this morning." And he said, "Why would you do that?" And I explained to him that any literature I read is if you're ill or having surgery, don't stop taking your insulin. I'm going to amend that. Anywhere throughout your surgery, recuperation, don't stop taking your insulin. Even if you're eating, don't stop taking your insulin. Follow the doctor's orders. I just kind of assumed that everyone knew what was going on. Nowadays, if I had to redo it, I don't think I would take my insulin or not. I would listen to what the doctor said. And if you have questions, speak up. Remember, I did a video about this a little bit while ago. You are the expert. A lot of the anesthesiologists, unless they're diabetic themselves, have had very little workings with type 1. They probably have dealt with type 2s, but type 1 is completely different. So make sure your surgeon, your anesthesiologist, all are on the same page. Another time I had to go for surgery, I went and the anesthesiologist knew my dad, so that was a plus. But I went in there and he had said, "I got this phone call from this doctor." I said, "Wallace?" And it said, "Yes, that during the procedure we should take off your CGM." And I said, "Correct. It's tied into my insulin pump. Here you go. We can set a basal rate for you." And she had given all the information. And that second time I had to go through surgery, things are so much better. If you're having day surgery, they're hopefully not going to let you go until you're more coherent. But for a day after, have someone check on you. Have someone help you with the medications you have to take. Trust me, you're not going to be in the best frame of mind. Because anesthesia works weird on some people. For me, I just want to sleep. Anything goes weird with my body. I just want to sleep, man. Like Tony, I just want to sleep. Anyway, surgery is also a stress on your body. And if your blood sugar starts to climb, get on it right away. Don't sort of sit there and say, "Well, I'll wait till tomorrow and see how I am." If your blood sugar's gone up quite quickly, quite fast, you may have the starts of infection, but contact your doctor. When I had my one kidney removed, I got home, I slept, I I remember going to the grocery store once with my mom and pushing the cart. And this was about 3 weeks after. And I was still zonked. My blood sugars were all over the map. But did I really care? No. I just kept going on, giving myself the shots. You have to be sensible. Have a plan. Preparation is the key to tight control. And you need to be prepared before any surgery. Make sure you bring up any questions to your medical team. If you're staying in the hospital, that's great. You have the hospital backing to check up with you. Don't sit back and just estimate. Because so many problems happen. Surgery is a big deal. Whether it's cataracts, dental surgery, major surgery, you're going to need time to recuperate. Take the time. That's it for now. Have a great day. Bye.